EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They will throw on first down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. Going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to John Ross.
John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Colts nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we bought. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. To the air again here, Rivers. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
by the Bengals.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this one's incomplete. Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A handoff to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Kenny Moore brought him down. A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Colts 0.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The tackle.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
7. First down, Bengals.
First down. Here's Burrow. Green brings it in. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A.J. Green.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll give it to Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the Colts 6-yard line. From
the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
Oh, yeah, that's
10,
how we do it.
5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 7, Colts 6. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return it, Darius Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score Colts 13, Bengals 7. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
I feel even now.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
I see you. You see my pain, don't you?
Let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sack there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020 when the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. To throw again, Rivers. He finds Taylor, complete. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Colts 20, Bengals 7. Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. It's a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Being chased out left. He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 19th.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kicking off for Cincinnati.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
It's now third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That second down play nets a -4. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Check. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on.
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Loses the football. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's got Burton here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Rivers' throw going to be taken in by Campbell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career. And you realize it's not just about the numbers. It's about the accomplishments. It's about the play. How great has his career been? To pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
Rivers going to get this one to Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Taylor brings up 3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Rivers got an open man. That's Campbell.
Rivers,
and he is going to lose yardage here.
Campbell.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. to the air again here. Rivers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Rivers pass intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over first.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Once again, they run with Mixon. Big hold of the 30. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown,
Joe Mixon, 83 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll let Mixon try to run it in. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you said the magic number is probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This time, Burrow will look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ben Banagoo able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Complete to
T. Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Colts 23, Bengals 20. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
4-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Number 20.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
At the 26.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Well, this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Rivers here to throw.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Watch 36. 36 the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Rivers. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Rivers to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
37, Bengals 20.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 25-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 79!
Throwing here, Rivers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
180! 180!
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Line 36. Line 31.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Colts, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.